Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk, Dragon 60.
Straight to the air is Richardson. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check, Matt. Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now run here with Amari on Hampton. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. They're in 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
7 Pirates, 7-2. Press all 80.
Long, they're going to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
A gain of 16 yards.
Cowboy 80, Cap 50, Cap 60.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Ready?
Richardson now on 1st and 10. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ready?
2nd and 3 now.
Ready? Hut Panther 60.
Running it with Hampton. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Chargers 1st down.
Hampton hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. backfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
On first down, here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up third down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Warriors 70, 19, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Daniels, he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Finds the in route complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Nevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
19 right. Let's go. Trap 50, trap 60.
Hyatt going to motion over left.
Ready.
On first down, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Cowboy 80.
1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this.
Okay, ready.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll have it second and 8.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one's complete, Mario Hampton. It's a small gain up to the 38. Brought down by Paulson and Debo. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Third down gives to Hampton. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offensive line fast.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
First down throw here from Richardson. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ready. Cougar 19. 18, 5 in.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Giants get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Benson on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Warriors 17. Here we go. Check. Huh. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Huh.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
Harrison Mevis on for the field goal. A 41-yard
Mevis able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I think Anthony Richardson got a nose ring on the game.
31.
A nose ring.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Hampton, open the drive. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Chased out to his right. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he set out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. On the move, headed right. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And our first down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Got it. Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Richardson on third. Escapes the pocket. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Giants. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. He couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kid, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, they took advantage.
Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that two-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time. Like the offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Runner, 18 Rep. Go.
Here's Richardson. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Get it. Liking 18. Steady.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Rolling on first down, Daniels. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Okay.
Offense to line. This is second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 37.
Now Daniels off the play action. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
19. Come on, come on. Hit. Tap the 60, tap the 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Pop by Theo Johnson. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This, 42 yards from the right half. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Here's Robinson with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Red 18, Pioneer.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. Now say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. Nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants lead by 15 now. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Yo, Gio,
Starters getting set. 1st and 10.
they really just advanced that league in the playoffs without me and the Commanders playing. They gave me the force because he said he's not free to play today.
The opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness.
That's
from the
crazy.
defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you are going to have short memories. You tell me this team
That's OD.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. Because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
3rd and long. It's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
The Eagles. Ready.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Getting out to his left. He just throws this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
70 Timberwolves.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Flushed out now to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. We don't get the catch they need there. Their handles
That nigga be running for his fucking life.
They turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Daniels back to throw. Finds Benson on the check down. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. Benson's got it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Come on. Ready?
They're going to run the draw here with Benson. Escapes the defender. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 10.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Giants up multiple scores and on their way, if they can keep this up, to closing this one out. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Ready? 60 by 6. Ready?
They'll run. It's Benson. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
On the move, headed right. It's downfield. He's got it. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. First down now, ball at the 33. Motion the tight end over.
19 Tiger.
On first down, it's Richardson. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Ready, check.
Hyatt going to motion over left. Richardson on first and 10. backfield working the left. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Richardson to throw again. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Dose of the hurry up here.
The Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now run with Hampton. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
A loss of 3 brings up second
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
7-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
In the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a one-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This will end up as a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Here we go.
And off to Benson to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
County Lions.
They give on second to Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain of a yard brings up third and 1.
Ready, ready.
Turning to Benson on third. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
45-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's fourth down.
Staying on the ground with Benson. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains.
Come on, come on.
Get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, Tom. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Ready.
Benson once more. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Give now to Benson. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
This running back has had himself a day. Not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes out to the left. Connection made with his back deep downfield. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remain and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Los Angeles.
Bronco 80.
Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
19 Chargers.
Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Ready, break.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Hey, Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Richardson on the sneak. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths, and he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
The Chargers will line up
Hey,
for the
Cougar 19. Chop alert. Chop alert.
All or nothing, they'll run it. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And near the tail end of this game, we are all tied up.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these 2 are on the same page.
To throw, Daniels. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Throwing now. Headed out right. He's going to run for it. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football
Oh
with a chance
my
to then
God.
tie
No
it.
way,
And
bro.
if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll
Yo, no way.
or time expires.
Yo, they just cheated me. I threw the ball away, so I got 2 seconds left, and they called a penalty, and that shit put this shit to overtime. I hate this game, bro.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football. Big time to turn over there on the return.
Oh my God. Then I fucking stripped the ball, and he jumped, and we had 5 niggas there. He jumped on top of it.
Awareness, so critical in so many phases of the game. And in
This shit
phase,
bad, bro.
team's phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing a lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
First throw of overtime. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline.
Bro, how?
Pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. A fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, all right to Mixon. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. This great effort winds up
Yo, I'm getting
well into
like,
enemy territory before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work afterwards.
Even 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut-and-dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away second down. A very tough third down play here.
Here we go. Pat to 60. Pat to 60. Let's go.
Here he is to throw. He's got Gesicki complete.
Bro, I just lost this fucking game because I wanted to be stupid, bro. It's 1 minute left, and he got first down on his side of the thing. He could just take the clock. I only got 2 timeouts.
This is first and 10. Running back sent in motion. To the air on his first down, Richardson. Another catch here for downs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. Just like that.
I didn't repeat that shit. Gave me the ball. I gave him.
First and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to call incomplete
Fucking
in the end
knockout.
zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for second down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Final moments of overtime. If they don't break this tie quickly, it's going to end all squared up.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Bronco 80. Check smash, check smash.
It's Mixon on second down. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT.
Hold it ready.
They need 2 here on this third down if they want to keep this opening drive of OT going. Keeping it with Mixon.
Yeah, I lost.
The Chargers claim a 6-point
Bro,
lead.
oh my God, bro. I sold because they cheated. I didn't think they was going to lay me out like that, bro. That's bad.
Extra point is good.
Now you can just go prevent and game over, bro. I had this shit, bro. They fucking cheated. I hate this game. Like, how, bro? And then I gave him the ball thinking it wasn't overtime. That shit thought was some, you deferred to kick the ball. Like, what? I didn't even know it was fucking going to overtime.
Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone.
This shit's stupid, bro.
Give them a drive starting at the 35.
I know we going to prevent now, bro. That's the bad part.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime.
Damn, I had something. Yo, bro, why they cheating me, bro? What the fuck?
Connected. It's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket.
I'm standing still. He right there. How you overthrow that?
Or put in the air. Sigh of relief there.
This game really be cheating.
Following the incompletion.
Man, this shit
stay at the
over. I only got
35.
one
It's
timeout.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, check.
From the gun, it's Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the
Bro, this shit got me tight, bro, because this shit was over. I was on the 20-yard line. This shit made me go to overtime.
Before he could find a target, hit him. Altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
That's bad, bro.
Cowboy 80. Riggs, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now to throw. He puts a mirror under it deep down the left. He finds its target. That's Metcalf. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. From the red zone on first.
Oh,
Takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut it to a load of points on the scoreboard.
I'm not going for. I'm too mad to even think straight.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights, and the Giants tie this game up. Next score wins, but hardly any time left to make it happen as we're away once again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throws throwing now. Richardson. Finding his back. Mixon. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And a timeout's called with only 5 ticks remaining in overtime.
Okay, ready?
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. And they'll take a timeout with just a single second left on the clock in overtime.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Richardson. Going deep here for the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for third down. So apologies to everybody who stayed up quite late for some extra football here, as even after our overtime frame, Brock, we're going to leave this primetime contest all tied up. An exciting game, no doubt, but one without a winner in the end. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Yeah, y'all can stay doing that. Yes, I do. Extra long.
Bro, my head fucking spinning, bro. We just fucking ended in a tie.